Hey YouTubers, JB Coins here with our next video. Camera Girl decided that it was time we do a $50 box. We haven't done one for a while. Quite a few of you have been asking. So we ordered one because they don't have them. And it came in. So what we're going to do is we're going to tear open the back of the box. And what we're going to try and do is look and see if there's anything obvious showing at the ends of the rolls, and see if there's any goodies that are standing out here. I don't see anything but Kennedy and Bicentennial and regular. So I'm going to flip these over real quick, see if any Benjis show up or Liberties or anything like that. Apologize for the throat. Bicentennial. Bicentennial. And we are going to tell you, other than the proofs, and I say other than the proofs because you get into the proofs from 64 till now, and you get into a whole different category of, is it a proof clad? Is it a proof silver? Is it 40% silver? Is it 90% silver? Some of those do exist, okay? And it's very confusing and very specific. So for the purposes of this video, we're going to just talk about 90% silver, 40% silver, 64 being the only 90% silver other than something with an S on it. That would be a special proof coin or a special issuance coins like the commemoratives. So other than that, if it doesn't have an S, if it's a P or a D, then the rules apply that if it's a 64, it's 90%. And if it's a P or a D and it's a 65 to a 70, it's 40%. And if it's a 71 or newer and it's a P or a D, it is not silver. It's clad. Doesn't mean it's not collectible. We'll get into that. But I just want to start off with that being real clear. And I don't see any really cool stuff here on the edges, unfortunately. I'm going to grab the Bicentennial one. He looks kind of nice. What we're going to do is slit it open, just see if there's any silver. And like we usually do, we'll lay out the coins. We'll go through them. And we're going to give you the information here on the regular issue P and D, like I was just talking about, not the proofs, not the oddballs, what to look for, okay? Now that's all clad. Everything in there is clad. Bicentennial looks really nice. Let's set that down to the side. And I'm really going to quickly tell you what we're going to be looking for and what you should be looking for. Again, P and D, not counting proofs. There are more dates here than what we've previously told you, and more potential errors and varieties than what we've previously told you. We're kind of expanding on what we've told you already. So, for example, 1964, first year of issue, we see that, we see 90% silver, and we all grab it and go, ooh, silver, and we put it in the 90% pile. Believe it or not, there's over a dozen noted varieties in the Cherry Pickers Guide alone, just from the 64. So there's, and including RPMs, repunch mint marks for the newcomers. 65, double die on the reverse. 66, double die on the reverse, and lots of other errors like the 64. 67, double die on the front and the reverse. 71D, Now some of these we've told you about before. We're getting into them. 71D, double die obverse, which is the front. 72, double die obverse, which is the front. 72D, this is the first one with the missing initials of the designer, which is FG. That would be on the back of the coin by the eagle's leg, okay, between his tail and his leg. On the 1972D and on the 1982 no mint mark, which would be a Philadelphia, you're also looking for those letters to be missing. If you find one that's missing those letters, that is an error coin and it's worth money, okay? So 72D and 82, you're looking for the FG to not be there. It's just an empty space. 73D, 74D, and 77D are all double die on the obverse, which obverse is coin speak for the front, reverse is coin speak for the back. So we're going to dive into these, start tearing them apart, laying them out by years, and we'll get back to you. Okay guys, do you see it? It fooled me. And then I'm going to come down here and do this. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay. Don't know if it's going to focus. 67, 40% silver. The edge almost looks like it's clad, but it's not. So you can get fooled, but that's a good way to get fooled. Okay guys, this one I see, and I have a feeling that we've been down this road before. I'm guessing this is gold plated, but we're gonna find out right now. Yep, 73 gold plated, and somebody stamped 1960 to 1985, I think. Let me take a peek. 1960 to 1985. And they did it on a 1973. I mean, it's a nice condition 73, as I drop it. And there's the back. You can see where they stamped it, left an impression on the back part. But I mean, this is a nice condition coin. It's 24. It's a gold-plated coin, and it's stamped. But we found gold. Looking for silver. So now we've got silver and gold out of this box. Okay, guys, here's the wrap. We laid out all the coins based on the years that we told you at the beginning of the video. And you can see that they're all back in the bin, nothing left in the box. And we have rolls, wrappers from the bank that we have to hand roll these back up and take them back to the bank. We'll throw them back in here and take them back. We've got basically $2 worth of face value here. Of that, we're not going to keep these two, but we're going to tell you about them real quick. I'm going to sit down so we shake a little less. Come on in here. You saw us get these two. 67 silver. This gold Kennedy, it's a 1973, so there is no gold, there's no silver, excuse me, underlying the metal. The dates that are stamped in there, you can see, are 1960 to 1985, and it's a 1973. It probably meant something to somebody that bothered to have these made or bought these. Now, these two, excuse me, 72 and a 73D. Those were on our list of double die candidates. And sure enough, on both coins, down on the numbers, we had evidence on the 3 and evidence on the 2 where it was very clear double die. I will zoom it in. I've got it zoomed in as far as it'll go on this phone. I am not going to put these on the microscope like I normally would, just so that I can explain these to you. The doubling that's called out on these coins is very clear, that these were doubled when they left the mint. The problem is, of course, they left the mint 43 years ago. So they've got in the case of these two coins, which I apologize for the shaking, they have 43 years worth of wear on them. You can see the one on the right has almost no hair. The features are pretty well worn. And that applies to the dates as well. If you look at the bottom here, you can see the bottom half of the dates are pretty well worn away. But you can see that they were double dies. And had they been in better shape, then they would have, you know, we probably would have gone ahead, put them under the microscope and kept them. But figured it was easier just to explain it to you that, yeah, you can see them, excuse me again, and they are there. They're not some mystery or, you know, mythical thing that we can't find. The microscope made it easier for me to see them in the case of these two coins. But again, even with the microscope, you have to look really hard. You see that it's there, but it's almost completely worn away. So keep your eyes out, because obviously if these two were there and the gold and the silver in the same box, must be some boxes out there that are starting to turn positive again. So this is the first half we've done in quite a while, and Camera Girl had the bright idea that we should do it, and I think she was right, and I think we need to do it again soon. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully we gave you some good information at the beginning and here at the end. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing and liking and the comments that you give us. And until next time, JB Coins signing off.